Welcome to another episode of Kiss My Assets.
The transparency, the openness, the communication is more than you could expect. I'm sold.
Don't let the fact that you don't know something or don't know enough about something hold you back.
I knew I wanted to invest. What better way to invest than to invest in what I already know that I love, which is real estate.
It was initially the 12% return, but it quickly turned into the people.
All right, welcome to another episode of Kiss My Assets, and John and Jamison here again today. Hey, John, how you doing?
Hi, Jamison. How you doing?
I'm doing well. We're doing this via Zoom, which is a great way to keep everyone informed, even if we're not in the exact same location. So we're excited today to talk about venture at Route 66. So this, just to give a little recap to anyone who's new to this project, we bought this about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, and we're in the process of getting ready to go in and renovate it. I'm going to leave those details to John, but let me just talk a little bit about this property. It's 24 units. It's in Flagstaff, which is hard to find units in Flagstaff. We got a good entry, a good purchase price per unit on this, and a lot of folks that saw this and are familiar with the market said, "Hey, how did you land this property at about 122,000 a unit?" And so we raised 1.6 million in equity, preferred equity from our crowdfunding folks. We ended up reaching our target in 4 hours on the fundraising. And then our target is basically what gives us the green light to go forward with the project. And then we maxed out the following day. So it was a great project. We have about 180 investors on it. And we closed on the property a few weeks ago. And it's a perfect time to talk to John, talk about our plan and what the next few weeks have in store. So John, you want to give us a little bit of a rundown?
Yeah, so I'll say that obviously we love being in Arizona. A lot of opportunities for us. Flagstaff is one of those cities that I've always enjoyed, and it also turns out it's a very difficult market to enter as far as buying multifamily. So we've talked about this before in another project up there. You've got a lot of constraints, national forest land, Native American land, state, other land that you're not able to grow to. So Flagstaff is a beautiful city up in the mountains, but it's supply constrained and growing. And we bought this property, in a great neighborhood. It's, like Jamison said, 24 units. We get 122,000 a unit. Got a really good deal on it. It's got a good unit mix. It's the owners that own the property before us did all the heavy lifting. We're running heavy lifting, new roofs, new windows, new sewer lines, new gas lines, new electrical service, and then renovated a whole bunch of units to their level. So us stepping in, we're taking it to our level now. And we've got crews up there right now. We've got people there that we give them plenty of notice to the old ownership about what was happening. In fact, we've already helped relocate some of those tenants to other properties in the Flagstaff area, so that's been good. And our crew's up there right now preparing to do the first demo of some of the units, partial demo of the units, to take care of fixing some of the things that we probably didn't like so much. Bathrooms were a little bit shoddy, and not in the workmanship, but in how dark they were, and they just didn't fit well. So we got great guys who figured out how to fix that. We painted the project, renaming it, of course. It's got beautiful views, so we're going to try to take advantage of that with patios they have. So a whole bunch of stuff we're doing, but all that stuff kicked off. Our construction guys are already on the project now, living there during the week as they're renovating the units.
Yeah, and you mentioned the bathrooms. That was one thing that Haley, our designer, noticed initially right off the bat was if there's a way to make an investment in each of these units, I think that she really thought the bathrooms were going to be that area, because especially the shower area that is, as you said, it's kind of like a cave. It's a small entrance, then when you get in there, it's really dark. And to bring these up to our standards and the standards of our tenants, that's one area I'm really excited to see how that comes about. Let's talk a little bit about the exterior, because that's where we'll start. We are in the process of finalizing a color palette, and then do we know, are we painting the whole building, or is it going to be trim, or is that still a little bit work in progress at this point?
No, I think, it's just as much work to paint the trim as to paint the whole building a lot of times. And you end up having to repaint the building anyway. So we're repainting the whole building. Last I heard, I don't mean to be so distant from it, but yeah, we do have a designer, and she's got some beautiful ideas. And also the building's wood sided. So having fresh paint on buildings always good up in a 4-season climate. So that parking lot looks really good. I think they also redid the parking lot, which is a big benefit to us too. But get the exterior painted, new signage up, and then we're working building by building, starting with the building that's on the top side, the north side of the property, and working downhill and going through. And I talked to Danny, our head of construction, this morning in one of our construction meetings, and he said that they're already starting to tear apart one of the bathrooms and try to figure out what's the most cost-effective way to redo those showers and get what we want out of it.
And you were talking about we're going to go building by building. So we do have residents in this building now. One of the opportunities for us is we also have a building across town that's just finishing up its renovation. So we are trying to get some of those residents who are looking to relocate to move potentially to our Eldon property if it's a fit for them, because we do have some 2-bedrooms on this property also. And I think those first units will be available July 1st, as I recall.
We have 8 units available now at Eldon. In fact, our property
I mean at Route 66, we'll have the first
I'm sorry.
section of units ready to get into July 1st.
We're going to have access to those units completing on July 1st, right? But Eldon, just to give a little side note, a little off track, but delivered 8 units this last week. Our property manager is having what he's calling an open house. It's not really an open house, but he's got so much interest in the Eldon property, plus with people that are moving out of our 66 property, that he just said, I'm going to be available from 10 till 2 at the property. Come by, look at our units. So we're doing the same thing. We're helping people move over there.
So those units are available now. And then we have units that we're going to get into at Route 66 at the beginning of July. And then we'll have another chunk of units available 1st of August and probably 1st of September as we go through a building at a time and go and renovate them. One of the things about this one is we aren't doing a full, blown renovation like we have on some projects. This is a little bit more of a turn because the units have a lot of good things about them. The appliances are in good shape. The kitchen cabinets we're keeping. So it's going to be a little bit more cosmetic.
Flooring, paint, some fixtures. When I say fixtures, light fixtures, some things are going to take up the next level. Even the cabinetry looks good, but in some units, it's that the mountain cabinetry, wood colored, where we can paint them and make them look pop even better. So stuff like that. But fundamentally it's a strong property, and it's going to work out really well in that market. With 0 vacancy, and then going into summer, our construction crew is very excited to be working up there.
And one of the things that we're looking at as a company is whether we end up doing some short-term rentals there and some long-term rentals, as we have that flexibility with this property. It's owned to run as an apartment building, which is great, but we can still do some short-term rentals, and there's a big demand for that in Flagstaff. So we'll take that a little bit as we go. But I know either will do well. So in some cases, especially with the studios and the 1-bedrooms, they'll perform better financially as a short-term rental than they would as a long-term rental.
Exactly. I think that's a brilliant idea because those don't command the higher rents. They're and they work out really well. And I can tell you personally from the Airbnb I have up in Flagstaff, and looking at metrics from the Airbnb companies that I work with, Flagstaff is full, and summer is not slowing down. It's always a busy time. So I think we're hitting it just right, and to have good units available in a nice neighborhood with excellent views of the whole valley, and a property that's sort of been running really well, plenty of parking, another big thing in Flagstaff. I think that's a real benefit for us to do that.
And we look forward to having our Eldon open house. We're going to try to couple that with some opportunity to see this property for our folks who come up from Phoenix. There's going to be folks living there, so it won't be a full-blown open house. So details will be coming. But if we get you to drive all the way up, and you invested in both, we want to have some way to have you at least get in and see some of both. So
Yeah,
we're
you're
going
gonna
to
want to drive by it, so you want to have something available for you to take a look at, correct?
All right. Well, we're looking forward to more progress on this. This is going to be an exciting project. And thanks, John, for the update.
Good. All right, thanks, Jamison. Talk to you.